Hi, in this opportunity, I would like to talk and speak about social media effects in our environment and our neighborhood. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Aprila Purno Saputro. I was studying at Komunikasi at Tidar University. In this increasingly modern era, almost everyone has used the internet, right? People are entirely familiar with the internet. Children to adults use the internet in everyday life, and we shouldn't be surprised because at this time, the internet can be accessed easily via mobile phones that have been connected by the internet. So that way, people can access the internet wherever and whenever. And also, when they have a PC or laptop computer at home, they can access the internet. There is also a place that provides internet facilities, and it is spread everywhere, including the small cities. That place is Warnet. Surfing in cyberspace is entirely an exciting activity for some people. A world where all information can be accessed easily, like a world that has no limits in obtaining all kinds of information. When someone accesses the internet, people are more likely to open social media. Of course, everyone knows about social media. Today, many people seem to be unable to escape social media in their daily lives. Not only young people, but also adults. Social media itself is a means to communicate between one person or another person. Through the social media, people can express themselves. There are many social media that exist at this time, such as Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, Line, Instagram, YouTube, and many more. At least, almost everyone has one kind of social media accounts. Some even have an account on every social media that is available. Many people won't believe if you all say that you don't have a social media account at all. The use of social media in everyday life certainly has good points and bad impacts on each user. The black and white that I mentioned in the opening of my speech mean the bad and good effects of the social media that we use in our daily lives. I'll start with the good impacts or what good things we can get from social media. It can be a means of communication between each other. Through social media, everyone can exchange news between each other. They can take advantage of the voice or video call feature on the social media that they have. For example, WhatsApp, Lines, and others. It can be a means for students to access information about learning. The students often take advantage of social media such as YouTube to access learning. There are already many tutorial videos available that can be used to improve knowledge and ability. This kind of video tutorial is not only accessed by students, but also by workers who want to increase their skill or want to solve a problem regarding what they are doing. You can find out the latest news information. There are people who use social media to find out and treat the latest news that people are talking about. Social media that can be used to read news, namely Twitter, Facebook, and others. To read news or other information on our social media account, certainly must follow the information center. It can be mean to express themselves. Social media can also be a means for people to express themselves. They can share their hobbies, knowledge, or anything about themselves. You cannot use Instagram, YouTube, and others. It can be mean to find a job or do the work. Through social media anyway, people can search for and find out information about job vacancies opened by the company. There are also some people use social media to do their jobs, such as marketing and influencer. People in this field can promote goods or service offered by companies where they work. As for the bad impacts, social media in everyday life, like lack of communication with people around in everyday life. Often, people will ignore the people around them when they are already playing or surfing in the cyberspace. Even in a family when gathered, family members often prefer to stare at the cell phone screen. So that even between families can be less communication even though they live in the same house. There is negative content that can affect the thinking of people, especially children. Lack of supervision from parents to filter out things watched by underage children through social media can result in underage children opening content that isn't educational or even pornographic content. Misusing social media to commit a crime. There are also people who have malicious intent use social media to carry out their evil intention. Often the news is heard of someone who commit fraud through social media, or even news about someone who was killed after meeting with friends from social media. Affected by hoax, what is being told about by people is about hoax made by people to bring down other people or with other intention. People who don't know the fake news source they hear can spread the false news through the social media account. Stop. Therefore, we are users of social media should be wise and careful when using the social media. I have not to speak to say for your intention. Thank you. And see you later and stay blessed.